Hi guys, today we're going to try a different project and I'm going to use up all of my air dry clay, and it's all these tubs here because I was having an art clear out. So I want to use up all these and I'm going to use up all the super clay I've got to make one big number block. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have to check out each of these because some of these are quite old and they may have dried out. They shouldn't, but you never know. And I'm going to see what kind of super clay I've got, and then I'm going to use some foil, just regular foil, to make the base of the cube because I'm thinking it's probably quite biggish, and I don't know which we're going to make. We're going to make our own rainbow design number block, and it'd probably be like a number 700 or something like that because number 7 is colorful and number 70 is colorful, and I think 17 is our artist number block, isn't it? So I think something like 700 would be great, but I'm not thinking too much about the amount of blocks. I'm just thinking about the colors and designs. So first what I'm going to do you know what, I'm going to start with the foil. I'm going to guesstimate how big this cube might be. I'm not sure because we've got quite a lot of clay, but we don't want to make it so big. This is a brand new roll. I don't want to make it so big that I don't have enough clay to cover it. So I'm using up everything. So after this, if I want to make anything else with clay, I'm going to have to go out and buy some more. So I'm just going to change the angle slightly. I'm going to switch them off and start, I'm going to start squishing it like this. Nice and tight, and we do this so that we don't use too much of the clay on just the center of the cube because you're not going to see that anyway. So we might as well give it some shape with foil, which is fairly cheap. It's nice and light as well, so we're going to keep doing this. So if you're going to do this, you might want to buy yourself a roll of foil. Don't use up all the foil and not have any left for cooking. I'm just going to keep building this up and up. And you can see I'm ripping this off in sections just so we can build it up bit by bit rather than ripping off, taking the whole roll and just scrunching it up. I think it makes more sense to do that, to build up the layers and making sure it's nice and tight because I don't want it to come apart later. Because it will kind of stick to itself with it being foil, and it can keep going. And in the end we are going for a cube shape. So as now that we're getting a little bit bigger, at some point I am going to make sure that it's shaped a bit like a cube at least. I try anyway. Otherwise I think I'm going to end up with a big ball, and we don't want that. We want it to look like a cube. But don't worry too much about the shape because we can do the rest with the clay that we have left. I still want it bigger than this. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it like this size for the time being. I'm going to start looking at what clay I've got and seeing how it survived. Oh my goodness, this is the black one. And I can tell it's already started to dry. So any of the colours that are already dried out, can't use them, have to go in the bin. I do want to save these tubs, so I think they're quite useful tubs. So what I'll do, I'll check each one, and if it doesn't, like this one is clearly completely dried out, then I will just pull it out and I will save the tub for, oops. Yeah, if it's like this one, it's completely dried out, I will take it out, throw it away, and I will save the tub for other craft projects. Okay, so that's one that's no good. Oh gosh, I bet they'll all be dry now, won't they? The pink one, oh, you see, it's a little bit soft under there, but the top is still has started to set, so I don't think that's any good either. And this is, okay, this one is workable, cool. So we have some of this colour. Use all of that, that's great. And then this one, it's like a peachy colour. This is from the Penguin Crafts. Must have been quite a while ago. Now this one has been covered, but this is completely dry because you can see the texture's not going to come out. So that's another one for the bin. This is red. You see, I can stick my finger in there, but no, okay, so it's a bit dry on the top, but actually it might be usable, I'm not sure. It's kind of very crumbly. The problem with something that's too crumbly is that it won't mix well. It can make the whole texture difficult to work with, so I'm undecided about the red. We'll see if I have enough other colours. This is another pink colour, light pink. This is not too bad actually. There's definitely some usable clay there. So those two. And I've got green. Green is fine actually. Green is okay. We need some green. This is the white. Definitely dried out. I can see straight away that's dried. Purple, lilac colour. This is dried out. I can see straight away that it's dried all the way through. And then I've got the yellow, which is dried out. I can't believe it. I have kept these in a dark cupboard, so they shouldn't really have dried out so easily, but never mind. And then I've got this lime green. That again, I can feel that's completely dried through to the bottom. Another one for the bin. This is like a medium green. It's plastic off. It's kind of, you see, it's kind of got some move to it, but I can tell from that it's not going to work very well. Oh my goodness, I hope the super clay has lasted. Otherwise this video is over. Okay, the brown is okay. And finally this pretty corn, that's completely dried, fine. Okay, so that's what we've got here. We've got a couple of these colours here, which there's some dry bits too, which I'm going to pull off any of the dry bits so it doesn't ruin the texture. Luminous colours. I will use up all that I can, and then in my super clay. In fact, you know what I might even do? I don't want the colours to get too muddy, so this is all the super clay that I've got left. So I have to be really careful now. I've got this air dry white stuff from Dacio, which will be useful for the eyes or eye. So it shades of, oh look at this lovely bright pink actually. I have to be careful not to mix up the colours too much, or it might look a little bit muddy at the end. So I will save the black for doing this other bit. So I've got a little brown here. I wonder start using the brown in order to create a smoother shape and then put the other colour on top. I want to say that because when you mix lots of colours together, it does tend to make a browny shade. So the super clay has kept pretty well, as long as you keep it in the foil packet and you make sure that's sealed, it's worked really well, whereas the tubs, you know, not so much. So let's use up all of this as well then, because that's the challenge, is to use everything up like this. The texture, once you mix them together, they're quite similar. But super clay is stretchy, it's got more movement to it. I'll get all of it out that I can. It's not stuck onto the sides, because some of it is a bit sticky. That. What colours have I got? I've got blue, I've got light blue, purple, so it should be quite colourful. Another brown. Alright, let's open the brown, why not? This is a brand new one, it's not been opened. I've got some scissors, shouldn't I? Okay. My plan with this brown is to start applying this over the cube. And I might need more clay than I thought I would to create a cubey shape. So just to make the base of it smooth, just spread this out all over, and hopefully it will stick and it won't come off the foil. And this layer doesn't have to be too thick, I don't think. It just has to kind of cover. And probably I might use up some of this colour, which they've called Flesh. It's like a apricot colour, because again I think it's not one of my favourites. to also use this for the base to create a smooth shape. Get all this out. Superclay, being superclay, gets really sticky when it's been under the lights. So I'm just using this here. Hopefully, all this will be covered up once we have the actual colours that we want, hopefully. Okay, so it doesn't look perfectly smooth at this point, but it's kind of smooth. And then what I'm going to do is look at the colours that I've got left. I've got some lovely, this like neon yellow here, so I'll get all that out of the tub. Neon yellow. I might have to do this in sections so that we don't end up with any sections that aren't covered. I think this would look really nice actually with kind of a neon, what have I got left? Neon pink. This is half opened, so the bit that's exposed to air is sort of dry, but it's not too bad. I'll just pull off the bit that's already been air dried, like this. And let's grab the rest of that pink out of the packet there. This, and then I'm wondering if we can, typical superclay, oh there's some dried bits that I can feel it. You can tell when it's dried because it just feels quite chewy. I'm going to take that off here, and then I'm going to vary. I'm not going to do too much of this. I want the colours to stay separate. I'm going to twist them a bit like this, and then maybe pull and get a nice swirl. And get a little bit more of this. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just making this up as I go along. Like it's almost like a rainbow swirl, and then I'm going to swirl some other colours. So let's see what colours I've now got left. I've got purple, blue, and I've got these other colours that we rescued before. This one's completely. I've only really got this baby pink here, which is still quite soft. I'll scoop out what I can here. I'm just going to ignore any dried up bits because, like I said, it won't feel good. It might make our cube look a bit funny. Okay. And then, what colours have I got left? I've got green, I've got light blue. See what? I'm going to multi-layer this. Let me open up this yellow, which is a slightly different shade of yellow because this is a yellow. The other one was more of a fluorescent yellow, but it's still very bright. Wow, let's scoop all this out. Like this on both sides. Oops. This is kind of messy. I'm going to start to pull those together. But these are kind of more of a bubble gummy colour. It reminds me of a sweetie, but I can't remember what the name of the sweet is that you could get as a child. So, you know, the clay is really sticky at this point because it's still, it's very warm under the lights. So it's kind of sticky. Spin this out. Because remember the thing with clay is that super clay is that you can generally mold it and bend it whilst when it's not dried to whatever look you like. So we'll see. Okay, so now we've got 2 layers of the colours on. We can start to put our hands together, and I'm trying to make it into more of a cubey shape now. Like this. Make it more even. I think this is going to be my front side. I think. But I still have the colours left, so I'm going to do more layers. I've got a blue, light blue, and purple, and orange. What the hell? I'm going to mix these together. Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Because these are my colours that I have to use up now. So first I remember I saved some white and black as well on the side, and the reason for that is just because I'm going to do eye, or maybe an eye, for our number block. It's orange. I'm really keen on the shade of orange, I don't know why. But still. And some purple. I suppose you don't like any of these colours, I can always mix them together and change the base colour. We shall see. This shade of deep purple here. Just love them together. I won't mix them just yet. I've got light blue. Which is not light blue at all, it's very much a dark blue. Here, I'll stick on this side. And they've got, oh, regular blue. I'll lay it around here a little bit. Oh, okay. Now I've noticed this about superclay. Mike pointed out in the past how the light blue and the dark blue are like barely different really. If you want a light blue, make sure you've got white to mix in with it. Okay, so these are our 4 colours. It almost seems a shame because I'm kind of enjoying this pink tone. But the challenge is to use all my clays up, so I'm going to have to stick to the challenge. My orange is disappearing. Can you see what's happening? My beloved orange is disappearing underneath this. I don't have any other light colours to save it with. Never mind. I'm going to pull out. I can feel in here some of the dried crusty bits. Probably from the orange, like this. Now I wonder, because I don't want to lose this. See, if I put this on top of this now, it's definitely going to take over. Unless, I wonder if I can make it look like a bit streaky on top or something. How could I do that? Could I do that? Or could I add a special feature to it maybe? I'm not sure. Now I wish I put the pink on top because I kind of got a soft spot for that. How about if I do some random pieces through and then we blend them in? Because it's super squishy at the moment, so it might, yeah, that looks alright, I think. So we can just go around the shape like this. It is a multicoloured block, and because it's so sticky, because that's the nature of super clay, air dry clay is very sticky generally. Like this, we can add some, do this, and then it looks a mess, but I promise it'll be fine. Especially as I need more on the sides to make it into a cube. So now, this looks insane. It's like a giant globe or something, but okay, let's use the heat of our hands now. I'm just going to start to gently mold it, hopefully, into our final chosen cube shape. As you can see, I'm not doing lots of little cubes, just one large one. Use my piece of foil. I'm going to roll it a little bit and flatten the front of it. I can't find my regular rolling pin. I'm just going to flatten this out so it looks a bit smoother, like that. Get the edges a bit smoother too, like this. And on the other side, the bottom. Now it's actually looking like a cube, which is whether you like the colours or not. Ooh, okay. Which side do I like more? I think I like the other side a bit more. This side, yeah, I like this. It's like an art cube. I'm going to call this number 700. You have to believe me when I say there's 700 blocks to make this. Let's make the corner a bit more cornery, like that, and then 2 straight edges. It's kind of like a cube. So now I'm going to use the leftover white that I have. Should I do one big eye or 2 eyes? I guess I'll do 2. I'm usually tempted to do 1 because it reminds me of number 1, but it's alright. Don't need too much of this, I don't think. Roll it round and then squish on like this. Do eye 1 and then round. Maybe a little bit more clay. That. Squish it a little bit first. And then I want to open up and to do the eyeballs. What kind of mouth do we have? Was it only the mouth only white or black? I don't actually have any other colours left now because I've used them all up. I think I could do a typical sort of Numberblocks mouth. She's like rolled up in a sausage like this. I wonder if I can give him some teeth. Might give him some teeth. And roll up, oops, and scoop into there. Oh, a little bit stuck on. Then I'm going to close the top of the mouth by using another piece of the black, because I've got lights on these, so it's got really hot, and the clay's got really squishy, like this. Like this. Okay, so this was my attempt at using up all the soft and air dry clays I have. I'm making a rainbow inspired number block. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I might put a ring around the eyes. It might look a bit better, just to finish it off. But yeah, I kind of like this number block, and I would say it's number block 700. What do you think? Because it's so colourful, and all the number block 7s are colourful, or they're all artists. Yeah, that's better, doesn't it? And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the black and roll it out into like a sausage shape. And then hopefully it's enough, because it's quite stretchy, to go all the way around like this. Oops, daisy. Also, I didn't use all my foil. I didn't have to use 15 meters. And there you go. It's quite big, you know. This is my finished rainbow inspired number block using all the air dry clays that I have left in the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this number block tutorial and the video, and if you have any other ideas for number blocks I can make, let me know in the comments, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.